Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. My dear listeners, today I present to you the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita in brief, with the divine blessings of Supreme Being, and to the best of my abilities. This chapter is known as Arjun Vishada Yoga, or the Yoga of Arjuna's Despondency. In this chapter, Arjuna's despair upon seeing the Kaurava army is vividly described. The scene unfolds with the armies of the Kauravas and Pandavas facing each other on the battlefield. Maharishi Vedvyas bestowed Sanjay with divine vision, enabling him to narrate the entire Mahabharata war to Dhritarashtra from afar. Dhritarashtra inquires, Sanjay, what did my sons, assembled with the desire to fight on the sacred land of Kurukshetra, do? King Dhritarashtra, physically and spiritually blind, was aware of the injustice towards his nephews. The Pandavas, Dhritarashtra, misled by the attachment towards his son, had strayed from the path of truth. Dhritarashtra worried about the war's consequences, knowing Kurukshetra's sacred land. He feared that this land would not enlighten his sons to distinguish right from wrong, nor would it awaken their discretion, prompting them to seek peace with the Pandavas. Sanjay reassured Dhritarashtra, don't worry, I will tell you what's happening. Duryodhan is discussing the Pandavas' military might with Guru Dronacharya. Despite acknowledging the Pandavas' impressive army, Duryodhan boasts about his own forces, comprising legendary warriors like Bhishma, Karna, and Kripacharya. As Sanjay described the enemy's key commanders, he highlighted Bhishma's formidable presence, which made even Bhima's strength seem limited. Bhishma's thunderous lion-like roar, accompanied by the blasting of conch shell, signaled the commencement of Mahabharata war. On the Pandava side, Krishna and Arjuna rode a chariot pulled by the white horses. Arjuna sounded his Devadatta conch, while Bhima blew his Pondra. Yudhishthira's Anant Vijay conch and Nakul and Sahadeva's Sughosh and Mani Pushpak conch shells echoed through the battlefield, striking fear into the hearts of Dhritarashtra's sons. Arjuna, poised for battle, requested Krishna to position their chariot between the two armies. As Arjuna gazed upon his kin, his resolve wavered. He confessed to Krishna, I have no desire for the victory or the pleasures it brings. How can I kill my own family? This war is a sin, and I want no part in it. Krishna, addressing Arjuna as his disciple, sought to dispel his doubts. Arjuna's concerns ran deep. If we kill our kin, our family's traditions will perish, and our remaining relatives will succumb to immorality. The consequences of this sin will be catastrophic. Overwhelmed, Arjuna laid his bow and arrows, preferring to die at the hands of Kauravas rather than slaughter his own family. His heart heavy with sorrow, Arjuna's emotional turmoil had begun. Here we conclude with first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much for listening.